So thanks a lot. So now we move to George Kekelidze, who is a solar and wind power plant business development and old friend of Folkecenter. George, are you?
I'm here.
You are there. Perfect.
Yeah. Hi.
Welcome.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, very good to join your conference. Thank you very much for inviting. My name is George. I'm coming from Georgia, so you can remember me like this, George from Georgia. That's easy. Yeah, I can show a little presentation here about what we do and why you have to listen to me in the end of the second day when everybody's tired. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So I present, basically we have three organizations in Georgia. One is called Innovation Energy. And we started as Eurosolar Georgia. Eurosolar is well known to our colleagues in Denmark and Folkecenter because this is the Renewable Energy Association, which was founded in Germany in 1988 by Hermann Scheer. Just a second. Okay, it switches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Press F5, then we go into bigger slides.
All right. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So basically, we met with Hermann Scheer in 2007 or 8 it was, and created first Eurosolar in Russia. And we worked in Russia for several years, until 2022, with some good success. Our head there was academician Joris Alfyorov. I'll show you him in a minute. And then we also created other sessions in Georgia and in Uzbekistan. But Eurosolar is basically in solar industry at least, is a very well-known organization. It was also, I think, one of the founders of the Wind Council, European Wind Council. And what is also important is that by the efforts of Hermann, the International Agency for Renewable Energy in Abu Dhabi was founded, which is called IRENA. So we try to keep this in mind and continue the same path as Hermann had to develop renewable energy, which in our part of the world was quite challenging for a number of years and is remaining like that now too. So my personal background is I'm a solar guy. So I've been in solar since 2009, developing projects in different countries. From technological part, we participate in modernization of a couple of factories. I worked with Swiss, German, and other companies who were making the silicon ingot growth, wafer cutting, the chemical deposition processes, and also the making the full modules. Basically most of our activities were in solar all the time. But recently we came to the fact that some of our customers, they want to install small wind systems. And this is why we changed into the small wind systems. We added this into our portfolio. And just to maybe give a couple words from the end of my presentation right here, is that we are now in process of creating the platform where we could assemble maybe some of the or manufacture some of the pieces of wind turbines, because we have some experienced metal workers, and have this available for manufacturers who are in this actual meeting. That's one thing. And second, we would like to present a platform where we would help small wind turbine manufacturers from Europe to sell their products in our area. And our geographical area is South Caucasus and Central Asia. This is basically the parts of Soviet Union minus Russia, because in Russia we don't work at the moment for obvious reasons anymore. So this is the history of our organization in Russia. Academician Joris Alfyorov was a Nobel Prize winner. He was my boss for 10 years, so he taught me a lot, and it was very easy to work under him. And we developed about 95 megawatt of regional solar projects of 5 megawatt, 10 megawatt, 15 megawatts. And we also developed some projects in Switzerland and in Uzbekistan. So this was the history of Eurosolar Russia, which is actually the non-profit organization. So we have the commercial organization, non-profit organization, and the scientific organization, which is part of the Tbilisi State University. And we use it for possibility of getting the grants, including the grants with Horizon Europe, which we are trying also to do. And I would like to invite also the potential partners from the audience to join the consortiums, because the chances when projects are applying from Georgia are much higher normally. So that's basically what we do. Eurosolar Georgia was founded in 2016. We started as a small organization, and we are the small organization, but we have some good pipeline of projects in education, especially. And we made 2 platforms in Georgian Technical University and in Tbilisi State University in material research. In Georgian Technical University, we started with solar, and now we try also to add small wind, let's say, department of small wind works into this area. This is some of our projects. What we do, we install the solar systems on the rooftops of the colleges. This is the college that you see on the left picture. We also make this special tools for the classrooms where students can train themselves in inverters and some other pieces. And we also developed the course, which is now accepted by Ministry of Education of Georgia. And we created the Center for Train the Trainers in the Georgian colleges. So this is our educational part of the project, of the activities. On the commercial arm, we have this company, Innovation Energy, which operates in a number of countries in Georgia and also in Uzbekistan. I'm right now sitting in the city of Bukhara, which is Uzbekistan, and we do this kind of an activities, project development, solar power plant construction, and inspection, maintenance, and operation. And normally we work with the commercial customers with medium-sized projects. For example, one of our biggest customers in this area is German company Knauf, who decided to go into the green, to become more green. So first they asked us to build the solar systems. And now they are asking us also to install the small wind power systems. For whatever reason, because they think that they have to diversify their green portfolio. So this is why we actually can be interesting for you. So we have built the good relationship with the banks. So ProCredit Bank is the German bank, and then 2 other banks that support us. There are small and medium-sized support institutions. It's called Euro for Biz and Foundation for Climate Protection in Switzerland, which give additional subsidies, which allow to decrease the cost and for these companies to enter into installing the small wind, let's say, pilot projects. And the equipment manufacturers that you see here, these are the solar equipment manufacturers. I just thought that it may be interesting for you to see something from the other area. So at the moment, we have basically finalized construction of solar power plants, a little bit more than 100 megawatts in different countries. Germany, Switzerland, Cyprus, Russia, in Georgia and in Uzbekistan. And we have a number of projects in place which we are working on. And especially I would like to draw your attention to this line, hybrid systems for remote territories, because in many areas they want to exchange the existing diesel pumps and or diesel motors with hybrid systems where you use solar and wind, sometimes batteries. And the latest that we started to work on with one company, it's even with the small hydrogen system. So they included even the little hydrogen generator into the system, because it's a remote telephone towers that they want to service. So just an idea about some of our partners in solar, which are also willing to participate in creating the hybrid systems. We use the Hope Wind inverters in our systems mainly. This is all Chinese, but Hope Wind is a good of wind. We also use the solar trackers quite a bit. These are the systems that follow the sun, as you know. So here you see our latest project in Bukhara in Uzbekistan. We just finalized the 1 megawatt solar system with the asset trackers for our customer Knauf. Knauf is a large German manufacturer of construction materials. You probably know them because they also operate in many other countries. So these are the financial instruments that we use in solar and can use also in small wind. This is the 10% cashback. The system works quite fine in our territories, especially from Georgia. If the project owner comes up with a project, he wants to install solar or wind system, then he can get 10% cashback. And also there are a number of CO2 offset payments by bilateral agreements between Georgia and some of other countries. There is some noise there. So net metering is something very interesting system that we have in Georgia. It's basically the same, I guess, as you have in Germany or some other countries, where you get as a company who wants to install the solar or wind, you get payment on all the kilowatt hours that you produce, the renewable energy. And in Georgia now, this figure is about 10 cents per kilowatt, which is quite enough to make solar systems, for example. And we're now trying also to use it for wind, for the first wind projects. So the CLIC is the Swiss foundation, which also provides in these countries the payment to the project owners. And we are using this to recalculate and to give this benefit to those project owners who want to install the first solar or small wind systems, let's say up to 500 kilowatt. This net metering system is working out for up to 500 kilowatt capacity. So this is just a list of our projects. I'll keep it here. You will get it in presentation if you're interested. We are normally offering it to different kind of investors who want to join one or two projects, and we have some good, let's say, response for small investors. Our latest project was we installed the solar system on the Lutheran church in Georgia. So this kind of projects also happen. And So here I would like to draw your attention to these two things that we can offer. Metal processing shops in Tbilisi and Bukhara at the basis of Georgian Technical University and Bukhara Technological Institute. They have quite good equipment and experienced people. And we are now trying to make some little pieces for the wind turbines. So if you want to try, we hope that we can offer you some very good cost for some of your systems in small wind turbines. So I would be happy if you decide maybe to try and let us make one or two pieces for you and send it to you. And maybe you will find it interesting to place the order for such systems in Georgia or in Bukhara Technical Universities at our metal centers. So this is one offer that we have on the table for your community. And the second is that in both places, we would like to, we don't want to go with the one company and be representative of one particular, let's say, small wind turbine manufacturer, because there are many different small wind turbines. Some of you make 25 kilowatts, some of you make 80 kilowatts or 50 kilowatts. We want to have the opportunity to offer to customers the different ranges, let's say, to create some kind of a supermarket for small wind turbines. And we see the market in Uzbekistan, for example, in Kazakhstan, in Turkmenistan, in Georgia, quite big for this. Also because the initial investment is not coming from the customers itself, but it's coming from the international financial organizations. It's coming from EBRD, it's coming from USAID, it's coming from different embassy subsidies, and they help offer and they help the customers to be able to install the first systems. And then we hope to go into this market and develop it this way. So therefore, would be very happy to be in touch with you, and if we can help sell one or two of your turbines in our regions, or create, for example, the combined system with the batteries and solar and wind for the needs of the remote area systems, would be very good. This is our little experience that we first had in Russia some years ago with the small wind turbines. So we played a little bit with this local manufacturers there. So we understand how this things is done a little bit. And this is the actually territory that I'm talking about for your attention, which is here, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and big parts of these territories are the deserts, for example, and with the scarcity of water, and irrigation is a big problem, for example. Turkmenistan, we also opened now the company in Kyrgyzstan here. So in all these areas, we have the sales representatives, and so we do solar projects, and we would also like to do the small wind projects as well. And then this other region is the South Caucasus, which is Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan, where it's also possibilities for the small wind are existing. And for Georgia specifically, I would like to emphasize again, we have the opportunity of acquiring the Horizon programs. I know that you have there the Wind Turbine University. It would be very interesting for us to get in touch with them and to rise the project together, because Georgia is the country associated with Europe. And because of this, it has the right to apply for the Horizon programs in Brussels. We would like to use this opportunity for the small wind turbine project. And if some of you would be interested for that, then basically here are my contact details, and I would be very happy to communicate further. That's all what I can say, because I'm not a wind turbine specialist, but We have the opportunity here, and since I'm a renewable energy specialist, I'm quite able to offer these two things, as I mentioned before. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, George. I'm sure that there will be people interested in this opportunity. Is there any question from the audience? No. But they have your contact here, so they can reach you if they have a specific interest in getting in that market.
Sure, sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining.